guys, and welcome back to the Journey of Self. I'm your intuitive tarot reader as well as your host, Brandy, and this is The Journey. This is going to be the Cancer June love reading. The spread that I will be using is Next Move, Best Move. It is a custom spread made by moi. First order of business, guys, I would like you to come over to my website, The Journey of Self. That is where you can book your personal readings. If you guys are interested in learning tarot, that is where you can also take tarot classes. Okay? I am always willing to share my gifts in any capacity. All right. So also too, there's the journaling project that has been running pretty much this year since the website has started and will run until the end of the year. The subject that we are journaling on now is manifestation in our daily lives, life path, as well as spiritual gifts. I do believe in journaling or writing as a powerful, one of the most powerful manifestation tools. We've been using it as people for hundreds of thousands of years. If you guys are interested in joining the project and getting, deeper into your spiritual gifts or learning how to manifest more powerfully, or also trying to find your life path, guys, come over and join the journaling group. You can read what others have written. There's some prolific things going on over there. Also, too, stay tuned, guys. In July, I will be dropping the Journey of Self Jewelry Collection as well as the Journey Home Collection. These are going to be spiritual as well as fashionable home decor and spiritual tools that you can use at home to do your manifestation and things of that nature, as well as jewelry. These things are made by myself and my family members. They have been tried and true. The energy is real. And that's all I have to say about that. Okay? Now, this is going to be Next Move, Best Move spread. First position in this spread is, how does this person that you're dealing with see themselves, Cancer? Let's check it out. Let's check it out. All right, I'm going to go ahead and charge my cards one more time just to get that energy ready to go. All right, how does this person see themselves in this relationship? I feel like the person you guys are dealing with, the Four of Swords has just come out, is thinking, retreating, and resting. You guys may be kind of taking some type of a silent break. This person does see themselves as part of a partnership, as part of the lovers, maybe as one half to a whole. That's wonderful. That's beautiful. This person is seeing another side of themselves in this relationship. This person may also be afraid to open up. How does this person see you in this relationship? I feel like this person sees you as a great communicator. I feel like this person sees you as fair and just. I feel like this person sees you as aiming and shooting for what you want. This person sees you as kind of taking an inventory of your life. You guys may be kind of going over your life and trying to figure out where you're going and what you're doing. For some of you, you have communicated that you feel like this is not what you want and that you're actually looking over your life and you may want your walking papers from this relationship due to secrets, due to lies and deception. You guys may be dealing with an earth sign. This person can be, or you guys may have earth in your chart, however it goes. But this person, I feel like you're dealing with an earth sign. Some of you are dealing with a fire sign. However you go, this person can be quite manipulative and for others, this person is beginning to see a different side of you that they don't recognize, probably because you're speaking up about what you won't and will accept. That may be new for this relationship. I feel like you guys are not necessarily trying to cry over spilled milk. I feel like you guys are trying to cut ties instead. Cut ties with this beast of a relationship that you've been having with this person. I feel like it may have been a long-term thing, but it wasn't the most pleasant. I feel like you guys have offered your cup again and again and have tried to be optimistic. And you know what? You've decided that if it's not working here, you're going to go do that somewhere else. Yeah, you guys are going to walk away. I feel like this has been a slow and steady journey to this direction, to where we are now. Okay, let's go ahead and check out the moon card. Why is the moon card here? I feel like this person does want to be, abundant and have the 10 of cups type of situation with you, but they're too busy trying to stay on the upper hand. They're too busy trying to keep the upper hand, I should say. And I think that they don't realize that maybe ego has no place in relationship. When the ego gets involved, that's when it all gets crazy. Because you're constantly learning in a relationship. You're constantly adapting, and there's no room for ego in learning. Okay? Because you're already at a disadvantage. You don't know. So you're trying to acquire. And in that particular situation, I don't want to say this in a negative way. I don't mean it in a negative way. But if you're asking for something, whether it's from the universe or a situation, you become the beggar. And in order to accept it properly, you have to be open and without pride to let it flow without interruption. Does that make sense? I hope it does. And then I don't mean that when I say beggar, I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean it in a way that when you're learning, you don't know. You're at a loss. You're trying to gain. Therefore, you're at a disadvantage. There's no room for ego because you'll just stay there if you let your ego interfere. Ego is going to tell you, oh, no, you got this. Yeah, you may have this when it comes to picking up this knowledge, but you don't have the knowledge yet. You're learning. Ego's a liar. It gets you out of bed in the morning, even when shit is shitty. Just saying. Ego is not always helpful. Sometimes it's more damage than good. I feel like this person may be controlling in certain ways as well. And that's what they're starting to realize, that you're not going for it anymore. And that's why they're seeing a different side of you. I feel like as far as secrets are concerned, that's the secret. Like, they always needed the upper hand. They always needed control. That's the side of them that you may have not realized in the beginning, and it caused conflict in your relationship. That's the side of them that you may have not seen in the beginning, but quickly, or shortly thereafter began to realize that this is a big part of them. They need control. And you're realizing that you don't need to be controlled. Why is the Knight of Cups here? Why is the Knight of Cups here? You guys are trying to be happy and fulfill your own cup because you're trying to tame the beast. As I said before, you guys are trying to slay the beast known as this relationship. Okay? And I feel like you guys are trying to get over. The Lovers has just appeared again. You guys are trying to get over this connection. Whenever I see the Strength card, I know readers say this all the time, but it's the truth. Whenever you see the Strength card, the devil is somewhere lurking. This has become a toxic situation, and you're trying to leave it. You're no longer interested in this type of situation. You guys may be not feeling the best right now. The Nine of Pentacles has come out in reverse. You guys may not be feeling the best, maybe not feeling the most abundant, and you're feeling stuck. You're trying to figure out which way to go. Let's see what the romance. Oh, wait. We haven't even gotten to best move yet. Wow. That got so intense that it got so intense. I thought we were further than we were. All right, let's move back for a second and let's get into best move. Okay? Let me clear these cards really quick. Let me charge the cards, get the energy flowing one more time. Let's gear up. Best move. This person is, I feel like this person does see you. Like the Lovers is not here by mistake. All right. I feel like at one time you both thought that this was meant to be. And this person still feels this way. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, this person still feels this way. They just don't know. I feel like they just don't know how. They're afraid to approach you at this point. They want to move on to calmer waters with you. They need to heal. There's something in their past that they need to heal from in order to be able to do this relationship the right way. Okay, they need to learn something. They need to go on kind of a journey. Now, listen, you guys may very well be soulmates. All right. Now, there are times where soulmates need to separate so each party can grow. You'll know when that has happened because the other person will grow on their own and then you'll grow on your own. And sometimes you guys come back together. I feel like this person needs to make a choice to take their hands off the wheel and let things happen more naturally and stop being afraid of what might happen when they take their hands off the wheel. They're afraid that they might lose you if they don't control you. You decide on if this can be fixed or not, or if this person is teachable. I don't know. I don't want to judge someone I'm not in a relationship with. Sometimes people are going the wrong way, and then all of a sudden there's a conversation and they go the right way. The Chariot is here. So there's a definite possibility. The Strength card has already come out. There's a definite possibility that I feel like this could be harnessed and moved in a different direction. This entire relationship. Your next move is walking away. I'm doing your best move now. Doesn't mean that it's the perfect thing, right? It could be the obvious option, but is it the best thing to do? Let's see. You need to speak to this person. I feel like this person is going to be asking you why. Why are you doing this? Why do you feel this way? And you need to explain to them in a loving and in a very mature way. And let them know this is what it is. I'm an adult. I don't want to be controlled. I have my own life, my own passions. I want to be one and then a couple. I want to be half of a whole, but I want to be whole as an individual because I feel like that's kind of what's going on. You guys feel like you're losing a part of yourself, and that's what's making you want to run. I think this person does love you. If you were to tell them this, they might actually be able to change and work this out with you. A lot of times when people feel the need to control, it's because at some point they felt helpless and they vowed subconsciously or consciously to never let that happen again. Or because in the current situation, they feel helpless. They feel like they don't have control. So they constantly grab at it, even though you're looking at them like, what's wrong with you? We're good. You're fine. You're okay. I feel like you guys can transform. You can definitely transform. The Knight of Wands is here. And in this deck, it talks about transformation coming from the belly of the beast and spreading your wings. There's a lot of passion here, but you guys are going to have to put it in the right direction. Yeah, I feel like you guys can work together and be happy. You know, that's why I wasn't saying, oh, yeah, girl or a guy, walk away. Like, no, it just didn't feel like that was all there was to it. Let's see what the romance angels have to say about this situation. Taking a second. the Spirit want to say in reference to this situation? What do the angels have to say? Express your love. Go ahead and make a romantic gesture. I feel like I said, I feel like if you guys talk, this person might get the picture. But you're going to have to do it in a very mature way. Like some of you get very emotional. You're going to need to maybe write these points down and tell this person, listen, before we get to talking and conversing, I need to say what I need to say first. And you may need to write it down and then rehearse it and then say this to this person so you can get your feelings out in such a way that they can understand the full picture of exactly what you're talking about. And they don't get a chance to interject with the defensiveness of the ego. Because sometimes the ego, I swear, I've seen it. People will say crazy stuff because they hurt and they don't really, okay, the way that you're portraying them, it offends them. It hurts them. It makes them scared. You're like, oh, is that what you think of me? But you're not maybe saying it in a way like, yo, this is how I see you and I'm leaving. You're like, this is how you make me feel. Like, I know you don't mean it. That's why I'm telling you so you can fix the actions to change our approach, to change the results, right? So you might even need to, like I said, write this down. And let's say to the person, listen, I'm about to make a speech. Listen to the whole thing before you respond. See if we can get another card in reference to this. Okay, some of you may have to go ahead and clear your energy, and this is not going to work out. That's a small few. The other of you, most of you, right? Let's say this, let's do this in thirds. 1/3 of you will maybe want to release your ex and move on. Maybe you don't have the patience, and that's okay. But the other 2/3 of you need to express your love, go ahead and make the romantic gesture and getting to know each other. As you revealed your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Within the next few weeks, you guys are going to get your answers and your results if you go ahead and have these conversations. Communicate clearly. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to go ahead and get you guys to do, because that's what's needed in this situation. I can feel the energy and I know how to clear certain blockages, and that's what's going on. It's like a loop. You guys have the same argument because the approach is the same. You guys have to try and approach it from a different place. And let this person know, say, look, I wrote this down today, not to be fancy or not to be, silly, but to just maybe try if I could get all of what I got to say out and I don't get lost in my head, maybe you could hear what I got to say and then you could maybe say what you got to say. Or maybe you guys write the letters, give it to the person, and then you write letters back. Maybe this person responds in a letter form. Because it's something about the communication. It's not clear because it'd be all over the place when it happens. It can be a peaceful resolution to this situation. Remain positive. A bunch of cards fell out. For some of you, there is something better. For others, there is something better. That's a small percentage. That's a small percentage. For most of you, this could work out if the communication method is changed. Let's go ahead and move on. All right, Cancer, that has been your June love reading. That is it. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste.